Today I want to talk to you about the women's suffrage movement, which resulted in the 19th Amendment for the right for women to vote. Today women have a bunch of rights, and one of those rights is the right to vote. This is because very strong women fought for several years to have the amendment passed. Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Stanton first ran it by congressmen, but it was later denied. They drafted the amendment and first introduced it in 1878. 41 years later, in 1919, congressmen submitted the amendment to the states for ratification. A famous quote by Susan B. Anthony: "We ask justice, we ask equality, we ask all the civil and political rights that belong to the citizens of the U.S. be guaranteed to us and our daughters forever." The passage of the amendment for the women's suffrage meant that all women could vote for governors, senators, school board members, and presidents. Although many argued the concept of women taking the role in public affairs, they thought the woman's role was at home taking care of her family. The fight for the women's right took 41 years. The proposed amendment was first introduced in the U.S. Senate informally as the Anthony Amendment by Senator Aaron Sargento of California. He met and befriended Anthony on a train in 1872. He frequently attempted to insert women's suffrage provision into the unrelated bills, but didn't formally introduce it as a constitutional amendment until January 1878. Stanton and other women testified before the Senate in support of the amendment. The proposal sat in committee until it was considered by the full Senate and was rejected. On January 12, 1915, a proposal to amend the Constitution was brought before the House of Representatives, but it was defeated. On February 10, 1919, it was again voted and failed by one vote. There was considerable desire among both parties to have the proposal a part of the Constitution before the 1920 general elections. So the President called a special meeting of Congress to the proposal so it be brought before the House again. On May 21, 1919, it was passed by the House by 42 votes more than necessary. On June 4, 1919, it was finally passed before the Senate after long discussion. The women's suffrage movement and the passage of the 19th Amendment gave the women right to vote holds more significance to me because it was passed on June 4, 1919. My birthday is June 4, 1991. Had this not passed, women could still be treated very differently today. Because of the passage of this bill, I am able to work, go to college, and realize my dreams, all while expecting a child. I believe that women can have a career and stay at home and take care of their family. Before the women's movement, women were not able to obtain these things that they can now.